Yes, that was Chaba saying, Sugwenza mkhulu wena, kanti-ke your time right now is 3 minutes after 11 o'clock. Singena ngalelo giya-ke kulesihlanu, sithi impela simenza mkhulu yena, kanti-ke your time right now allows us to go into our topic of the day. As I said, that we will be talking about leadership today. We will be talking about leadership. Singasho ukuthi we will be talking about the principles of leadership. So if you are listening, please share this one. But you will also find it again on our podcast at Speaker Podcast, and also on Spotify, and also at Anchor Podcast. So where you can listen to it whenever you want to listen to it. So as I'm about to go into our topic of today, I urge you that you go to our Facebook page to like the page and follow us at Car Radio, and also on Instagram you can also find us at Car Radio, and also on Twitter at Radio Car. That's where you can follow us and share the page, and follow the page and like the page, and tell your friends about this wonderful radio station, which is Car Radio. So yeah, let us go into our topic of the day. As I said, we will be talking about leadership, and some of you, they may ask, why is it important for you to tell us about leadership? Leadership is very important because I personally believe that everyone is a leader, because I understand that when God said, let them have dominion, I believe that he was directing it to all the humankind. So every humankind, I personally believe that humankind everyone is a leader. You were born to lead. That's why God said, let them have dominion. Someone who's having dominion is someone who's leading, is someone who's ruling. So leadership is important to understand, because one of the things that we see that our world is being a chaotic place is because the people, they seem not to understand this thing of leadership. Because once someone is put into leadership, he have another perspective of leadership, that he needs to command people, he needs to be a dictator, which is not true, which is not a true way of leading people. So as we know, Jesus was a good example and a great leader of all times, but he was not a dictator. He was not a person who was confused by power. So why are we like this? Yeah, but that's why it's important that people need to attend all those leadership seminars, everything, every seminar or conference that teaches about leadership. I wish everyone could just attend and hear to be taught about leadership, how to lead. Because I personally believe that those people who are teaching there about leadership are people who have proven themselves to be good leaders and great leaders of all times. So leadership is very important. So don't just take this topic we're doing today lightly, because you might lose out on good things. And if you're a person with a vision, if you're a person with a goal or a dream, you know that when you're having a vision, you need people to support the vision, which will make you a leader automatically. So leadership, you need to understand the way to lead, and need to understand how to lead people, because everyone was designed to be lead. So when you are leading people, be in mind that those people who are leading, they are also leaders by themselves. So you need to understand that. So that's why we will be talking about leadership, the principles of leadership. Number one, as I said, these are the principles of leadership. We need to understand what is a principle. So a principle is the law that affects the function. Yes, it's the law that affects the function. So masikhuluma nge-leadership yinto noma umthetho umthetho or isiZulu sibuye sibalele, but it's a law that affects a function. So umthetho onomthelela ekusebenzeni noma ekwenzeni something. I think ngizamile ukubeka kahle. Umthetho onomthelela ekufunctioneni noma ekusebenzeni kwento. That's why yonke into inama principles akhona. Abanye ama principles ke ilezi zinto lezi when you are using, that's why enye into esingayibeka as i-principle noma indlela osebenzisa ngayo into ethize, kuhlezi kuba nemigomo nemibandela ukuthi this is how you should use it. If ungayisebenzisa ngendlela leyo, automatically lento leyo, it's either it will be misused or it will break. So kubalulekile ukuthi uyifollow isho into leyo. So basically, if you are not following the principles, there is a consequences of you not following the principles. So that is one of the things. So we are talking about the principles of leadership. So what I will be talking about today are the principles of leadership. So if you don't follow these things, definitely your leadership skills will be bad. That is one of the things I believe that I should highlight when we are talking about this thing of leadership. Number 2, principles, when they are followed well, they guarantee success, because our lives, every life is built because every life is built for success. So in order for success to be guaranteed, there are principles that you need to follow in your life. That is one of the things that I need to highlight before we get deep on this topic of leadership. So principles, one of the things it does is guarantees success, because our lives are built on principles. That is one of the things. So let us go into leadership. Okay, one of the things what does a leader need to have? What are those principles that a leader needs to understand in order to lead effectively? Number 1 is that a leader should know his or her position. That is number 1. As a leader, you need to understand your position. You need to know your position. You need to know your place when you are leading. Because one of the things that have made leadership to be ineffective is that people who are elected, who are leaders, they fail to understand their position. You will find them on different places, even where they shouldn't be, but you will find them there. So that's where the confusion starts. And then when you don't know your position or your place, automatically you will confuse your followers, and they will take you in a way that you will not see yourself as a leader. Then that will lead on you using your power in order to enforce them or to dictate to them, so that you will want them to show that you are a leader. So when you know your position or when you know your place, your followers or the people who are under you will follow you in the right way, and will understand that you know your position, and they'll also know their position. So another one, a leader is a result of a manifestation of ideas. Once you come up with ideas, as I said, if you are a person with a vision or with a dream, automatically, once you have a vision, once you have a dream, automatically that will make you a leader. So that's why a leader is a result of manifestation of his or her ideas. Because once you have an idea, you will need people to support your idea. You will need people to follow those dreams, or you need people to help you on achieving your vision. So automatically, when there are people who are supporting your vision or your dream, you become a leader. So that's what makes a leader is a person with ideas and vision or a dream. One of the things that a true leader lead to change. A leader, a true leadership lead to change. A leader is someone who embraces change. A leader is someone who is all about change. That is one of the things that we should know about leadership, is that leadership is all about change. It's all about changing. It's all about change and making that change to translate into society becoming better. So, one of the things I forgot to highlight in the beginning is that a leader is someone who was created for people. When you are a leader, you don't lead. You are not just a leader, but there is something that you lead. So you were created for something. You were created for someone. So, as a leader, you have to have that mentality of knowing that you need people on your side. You need people on whatever you are doing, because you were designed for people. That's where leadership skills. That's where leadership fails. It's when a leader thinks that he doesn't need people to fulfill his or her dreams or vision. Once you have that mentality, you will then fail. You will then violate the principle of leadership. And once you violate the principle of leadership, definitely that will affect your function, and it will not lead, or it will not guarantee the success of your ideas or of your vision being fulfilled. So, true leadership lead to change. True leadership embraces change. I think that was number 3. Number 4. So number 4, a true leadership doesn't speculate. True leadership doesn't speculate or support injustice that oppresses people. If you're a leader, you don't embrace things that oppress other people, and you as a leader you don't also yourself oppress other people. So you are a person of justice. You are a person who of balance. You don't take sides. Yeah, but there are those kind of leaders. There are those kind of leaders who take sides, which is really wrong to take sides, because it affects your leadership. It affects the way you lead. So it's very important to not take sides, but to be a person of balance and a person of civic. This is number 4. Number 5. A leader is someone who sets people free from the inhabitants of life. A leader is someone who sets people free from the inhabitants of life. A leader is someone who rescues people from their darkness. Is someone who's rescuing people from their suffering. That is a leader. If you're a leader, you can't see people suffering and you continue as if there is nothing wrong. But a leader is someone who embraces change, as I said in the beginning. So when you are embracing change, you are also setting people free. You're also a person who embraces freedom and who emphasizing on people being set free from their inhabitants of life. As we know that, as we are people, we come from different sides of life. As we are coming from different sides of life, we need a leader who will try by all means to enlighten our perspective in order to also become leaders by ourselves. So a true leader is someone who sets people free from their inhabitants of life. Number 5. True leadership is a person who is a servant of humanity. True leadership is a person who is a servant of humanity. One of the things that the leaders